I decided to make a video about me working in the lab. So I start off by showing that I wash my hands. I'm an avid hand washer, you can tell because my skin gets so dry. This particular day is not normal, but I actually brush my teeth at school because, don't ask questions. I'm willing to brush my teeth when I need it, and that's kind of what's important. So this is a judgment-free zone. So anyways, I am required to wear pants, closed-toed shoes, lab coat, gloves, and goggles. And this is my crappy transition, and I knew it. This is my little setup. I am helping a professor do research on water treatment, on wastewater. It's mock wastewater for us. So first I was doing just filling of these DI water bottles. Oops, text message. Anyways, so it's this fun little physics water system. I had to clamp it shut. Here's me spraying it for no reason. First I had to take 196 mils of DI, so I used this little graduated cylinder, and I dumped it all in there. Had to line up the meniscus, if you know what a meniscus is. Boom. I thought it was worthy of jazz hands. So the next step is using some ammonia, actually from Ace Hardware. It only needed 4 mils, I believe, and I call this my beef stick pipette because when unwrapping it, it literally looks like a beef stick. Got my ammonia and I mixed it in with my 196 mils of DI to make a 200 ml solution. And we have to take samples of the solutions we make. Watch me mess up here, bro. Get a different box, girl. Anyways, here it is. Look of satisfaction. There it is. I only had to take 500 microliters because it doesn't take a lot to sample it. Despite the RBF, I thought it was funny. That's why I was shaking it like that. So I took my sample and I added it to my little tube. My favorite part is getting rid of the tip. I had to do it again with the initial gypsum trap that I used. I was on the struggle bus trying to get it because it's deep in my little setup there. Shut it. It was time to make the acid trap. We use very potent acid here, sulfuric. So I had to be very careful when using it. Hence the gloves, another beef stick pipette. I was struggling to do math there, but I got it figured out. Yeah, I needed 20 mils of sulfuric acid. And because it's reacted with water, it gets really warm. That's why I'm saying it's hot. It got nice and warm. I put a little drop on a piece of paper just to show you how corrosive it is. Yeah, burns a hole. That's why you don't want to get on your clothes. I also had to take samples of this. Thankfully, I got the tip process right after my first mistake. Had to collect it from our ammonia. Yeah, I smelled it, and it's definitely ammonia. That's just straight ammonia, straight out the Ace Hardware bottle. So I got all 4 of them, and we will sample those later. This is gypsum, basically, and it's actually found in drywall, fun fact. That's why it's a little efficient way of treating wastewater. But I had to weigh it out to be 38.80, and I'm very picky. So I like it to be exactly correct, so I was not playing. Look at that. Period. So, little trick, use some wax paper as a little backboard, so to speak, funnel thing, get it in there. It's not very soluble, so I had to put a little stir bar in there. I had to measure it too. And then we take this fun little detector that when the air flows through it, it will basically read to you how much ammonia is in it in parts per million. Obviously, there's going to be a lot because there's straight up ammonia in one of the flasks. But yeah, I was recording it so that we knew how much there was at the start of the experiment. So I think the average was around 1,200 parts per million. And then I finished by studying. Look at me, I'm such a good student. So this was my first time recording it. Anyways, that's it. Bye!